This entire city must be purged.
How can you even consider that? There's got to be some other way.
Damn it, Uther. As your future king, I order you to purge this city.
You are not my king yet, boy. Nor would I obey that command even if you were.
Then I must consider this an act of treason.
The Culling of Stratholme was a tragic event that unfolded during the Third War. Led by Arthas Menethil, a valiant paladin and a prince of Lordaeron, the city of Stratholme faced a dire situation when it became infected by the plague, unknowingly spread through contaminated grain. In a race against time, Arthas was faced with a heart-wrenching decision: to order the destruction of the city and the slaughter of its inhabitants to prevent the spread of the plague. This choice, though deeply troubling, remains a pivotal moment in the Warcraft lore, posing an ethical dilemma that raises questions about sacrifice, moral responsibility, and the greater good. The core of the ethical dilemma in the Culling of Stratholme lies in the clash between individual lives and the potential consequences of allowing the plague to spread unchecked. Arthas, burdened with knowledge that the citizens of Stratholme had consumed the infected grain, was confronted with an impossible choice. On one hand, he could preserve the lives of innocent civilians, valuing their individual autonomy and right to live. On the other hand, he had to consider the potentially catastrophic outcome if the infected populace were to transform into mindless zombies, spreading the plague across the kingdom of Lordaeron and endangering countless more lives. Arthas faced a race against time. The rapid progression of the plague left him with little room for deliberation or alternative solutions. The magnitude of the threat posed by the scourge forced him to confront the harsh reality that sacrificing few to save many might be the only way to prevent widespread devastation. The weight of this decision weighed heavily on Arthas as he grappled with the conflicting values of preserving life and safeguarding the greater population. Furthermore, the unique circumstances of the situation added complexity to the ethical dilemma. The infected citizens of Stratholme were unaware of their impending fate, living their lives with no knowledge of the plague coursing through their veins. Arthas faced the harrowing task of not only ending their lives, but also extinguishing their hopes and dreams, snuffing out the light of innocence. The magnitude of this responsibility cannot be understated, as Arthas took it upon himself to play the role of both judge and executioner. Arthas' decision to enact the culling was also influenced by his role as a leader and a protector. As a prince and paladin, he bore the weight of the kingdom on his shoulders. He understood that difficult decisions had to be made, even if they went against the very principles he had sworn to uphold. Arthas believed that by taking decisive action and preventing the spread of the plague, he was fulfilling his duty to safeguard the realm and its people, even at the cost of sacrificing a portion of its population. The aftermath of the culling, however, was not without consequences. The emotional toll on Arthas was immense, as he witnessed firsthand the devastating consequences of his choice. Uther the Lightbringer, his mentor, and the embodiment of honor and compassion, could not bring himself to follow Arthas' order, leading to a fracture in their relationship. The division among the Knights of the Silver Hand further highlighted the moral ambiguity of the culling, with some siding with Arthas' decision and others staunchly opposing it. This reflects the complexities inherent in times of war and crisis. It challenges us to consider the value of individual lives weighed against the potential loss of many lives, the responsibility of leaders to make difficult choices, and the moral implications of sacrificing some for the sake of greater good. As a paladin, his sworn duty was to uphold justice, defend the innocent, and show mercy. Yet in the face of a merciless and rapidly spreading plague, he found himself in a situation where showing mercy to the infected population might lead to the downfall of the entire kingdom. It is important to recognize that the decision to cull Stratholme was not made carelessly or without internal conflict. Arthas agonized over the choice, torn between his compassion for the innocent citizens and the knowledge that their transformation into undead minions would cause immeasurable suffering and endanger countless more lives. In a cruel twist, his determination to save lives led him to order the death of those he sought to protect. The aftermath of the culling left deep scars on Arthas' psyche and had far-reaching consequences. It marked a turning point in his life, fueling his descent into darkness and ultimately leading to his transformation into the Lich King. The weight of this decision haunted him, and the moral price he paid for it became a burden that he carried throughout his tragic journey. In conclusion, the Culling of Stratholme stands as a haunting example of the ethical dilemmas faced in times of crisis. Arthas, burdened with the responsibility of protecting his people and combating a relentless plague, made a devastating choice to sacrifice the citizens. While the decision remains morally complex, it can be understood within the context of the desperate circumstances, the need for swift action, and the aim to prevent widespread suffering. The culling serves as a reminder that in the face of unimaginable choices, even the noblest of intentions can lead to tragic and morally ambiguous outcomes.
Reason? Have you lost your mind, Arthas?
Have I? Lord Uther, by my right of succession and the sovereignty of my crown, I hereby relieve you of your command and suspend your paladins from service.
Arthas, you can't just...
It's done! Those of you who have the will to save this land, follow me. The rest of you, get out of my sight.
You've just crossed a terrible threshold, Arthas.
Jaina?
I'm sorry, Arthas. I can't watch you do this.